Hop. Open World. Alors, à mon avis, ce jeu-là va être très bien. C'est une histoire, c'est une maman qui s'enfuit avec sa fille. Je ne me trompe pas. Aïe. C'est parti. Pas mal ce style graphique. Grand-mère. Moi, maman et mamie. Et Hélène. 80. Maman veut que je termine mes cartons, peut-être pas pour être prête pour déménager la semaine prochaine. Ça prend du temps, mais j'y suis presque. Plus que quelques trucs à faire. Pas mal. On peut se promener dans la chambre et tout. Oh, franchement, c'est bien fait. Ah, ça fait plaisir. Pour une fois qu'on a des décorations lumineuses. Et c'est dans les années 90. Regardez le PC. C'était pas un... Je me rappelle de ces PC là, c'était pas Apple qui avait fait ça. Je sais plus. Pas l'année. Octobre, ok, mais bon, il n'y a pas l'année. Hop, on le prend. C'est quoi ça? Prendre la facture. Bien. Facture numéro 009. 2023. Échéance. Ok. De page web. Un service de concession de page web, 200 $. Ce total, 248 $. J'accepte le liquide ou l'échec. Merci d'avoir fait appel à mes services. Bien à vous. Thèse devine. Ok, alors ça doit être moi qui dois gérer ce truc-là. Je suis peut-être une petite geek. Oui, en gros, je peux tout prendre, quoi. Allez, moi, je prends tout. Hein. Vibre. Et donc, je peux le reposer, mais je peux aussi le prendre. C'est important du vernis à ongles pour une fille, hein, donc on le prend. Ah, j'adore ce genre de jeu, je suis content. Préparatifs pour la fête des anciens élèves, Pachette. Allez encourager nos stars du basket, alors que la saison commence. Critique de film, Pirates des Caraïbes, Matrix Reloaded, là. Page 4, lisez tout ce qu'il y a à savoir. La Gazette de Greenville, Height. L'officiel du lycée de Greenville, ok. Volume 87, numéro 1. Nous n'oublierons jamais. Du 11 septembre, ouais. Bon, je vais pas lire, mais je lis dans ma tête, hein, et puis je vous laisse lire chez vous. Allez les gremlins. Les cours d'éducation physique. Les élèves peuvent faire de l'exercice en salle de sport. Oh mais attends, je suis con parce que j'ai pris le journal. Je vais rien en faire du journal. Faut pas que je prenne tout là. Attends. Y a pas un menu pour que je vois ce que j'ai pris ou non? Ah, j'adore les développeurs qui font ça, tu sais. Ils mettent plein d'objets qu'on peut tout faire. En 2003. Ta grand-mère. Baume à lèvres. Ah bah c'est important pour les filles, hein, baume à lèvres. Allez, on le prend. Ça c'est quoi? C'est encore du vernis? On le prend aussi. Important. La gomme, bon la gomme on la laisse. Venez non plus, hein. Putain de notes. Ah, excellent, bon, moyen, médiocre, ok. Bon. Ouais, ça va, je suis une bonne élève. Regardez les notes, est-ce que je prends voilà, on va prendre. Ah, WebScript pour Windows et Macintosh.
Better leave these where Mom won't see them.
Mieux que maman voit pas ça. Ne pas exposer directement à la chaleur au soleil, ouais, ouais, ouais. Ok. Faire du vernis à ongles. C'est quoi? Made in China. Allumer l'ordinateur? Non. Y a quoi? C'est quoi ça? Papier à bulles. Eh, j'ai capté les bulles. On a tous fait ça un jour dans notre vie.
Guess I'll have to pack this after my next shift.
On prend notre temps. Hein. Oh, carte d'anniversaire. J'avais oublié. Désolé du retard, ma puce. J'ai beau me noyer dans le travail, je pense toujours à toi. Je t'appelle bientôt. J'ai hâte de te parler. Papa. Joyeux anniversaire en retard. On prend avec nous. Je sais même pas si je les prends, mais bon, c'est pas grave. Je crois que je les mets dans ma... Les punaises. Est-ce que ça pourrait servir dans une fuite des punaises? Je pense pas. Hein. Qu'est-ce que je foutais avec ça? On va le laisser là. Histoire du commerce de contrebande entre le Canada et les États-Unis. Ainsi que des fortunes oubliées. Ça pourrait peut-être être utile pour une fugue. Bah pour une... Je vais le prendre le livre au cas où. Ah, les allumettes, ça on prend. Ça c'est clair et net qu'on prend.
Ah, Nevada. Home to all manner of folksy cryptids and cool dads.
Le journal américain, les extraterrestres sont là et ils veulent vos recettes favorites. J'ai épousé Pigfoot, elle est incroyable. Emplacement secret de l'ordre des contrebandiers disparus découvert. Et cet homme est le seul à le connaître. Ah ah. Oh oui, ça sent le truc, ça il faut que je le garde ça. Hop. Ça c'est une preuve pour plus tard à mon avis. Laser, tag, go, kart, mini golf. Zone. Moi avec qui? C'est mon père? C'est mon père? Non, ça doit être mon copain. Papa et moi. Ah bah non, papa. Ok. On prend avec nous ça. Alors, il y a un truc avec l'or des contrebandiers, tout ça. Ouais. Belle. Regardez ça, dommage. Et deux.
Oh, right.
Oh,
I was supposed to
Tamagotchi.
feed you. Poor little guy.
Hein, trop bien. On prend. Une carte d'anniversaire, bon, bah, celle-là, on va la prendre. Hein. Trente. Cheveux, ouais. Ça, faut la prendre, je suis une fille. Hein. Alors. Ah, moi, j'aime bien prendre mon temps et fouiller. Hein. Bien. Puisses-tu être béni toute l'année. Je suis si fier de toi, mamie. Ah bah celle-là, elle me la faut vu que elle est morte, ma mamie. Hop. Prendre Monsieur Lapin. Ah bon, on le prend, Monsieur Lapin, quand même. J'ai presque fini. Ça, il faut pas que je... Continuez vos études, les jeunes. Ne faites pas la même erreur que moi. Bon. Peut-être là-dedans, non. Et je peux descendre, mais est-ce que j'ai terminé? Ah. Ah. Oh, le petit coquin. I.
Yeah?
Come down to the basement. There's something I want to show you.
The basement? What is it?
Oh, it's nothing really. Remember, this? Gah!
What is it?
It's of the dog we had growing up, Lady. Your Aunt August made it when she was a kid.
My God. And Aunt August isn't a rich and famous artist now?
Well, she is one of those things. Not a famous artist, though.
We've still got a little while before we actually move out, right? Like a week?
Yeah, about.
The estate sale was weird. Having all those people in the house, picking through Grandma's stuff. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, me too.
Are you okay? Mom.
We took care of your grandmother right up to the end, and
And now they're selling the house out from under us. I know.
wanna just take a minute and look around and see what's left? I haven't really gone through everything since the sale ended.
Yeah. Me neither. That sounds really nice. Just looking through what's still here. Aside from this hell picture.
Amazing that no one bought it, right?
Just shocking.
So you're all packed up, right? Good to go?
Ugh. Oh my God.
Just remember that it needs to be done by Wednesday so we can get everything out of here on time.
I know.
Ok, alors, la plupart des affaires de mamie Hélène ont été vendues pendant la vente de succession. Je n'ai pas vraiment eu l'occasion de jeter un coup d'œil et de voir ce qui reste jusqu'à présent. Ok, parce que bon, ouais, on est en train de vendre la maison. Donc on va faire pareil que dans ma chambre. On va tout fouiller. Aïe. Aïe, 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 aïe. Putain.
Grandma's advice column was popular, wasn't it?
For a little while, yeah.
I felt really lucky that I got to ask her for advice face to face. I remember when we went to that one book signing when I was a little kid.
You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, people in the audience seemed so excited and nervous to get to ask her their questions right there in person. Sometimes when I'd ask Grandma for advice, she'd start off with, "Don't tell Millie," but I think she saved her special advice for me.
Well, she could have given some advice to herself and realized that taking out 3 mortgages on her house wasn't such a good idea.
Et...
Ooh, so dapper. Was this Grandpa's?
grand chose. Et de grand-père.
Grandpa Leo was
An inspector for the county.
What's that mean?
He inspected things for the county.
Oh, great, Mom. Thanks.
Commercial buildings, mostly. When we were driving around town, he'd point out the ones he'd inspected. I remember he was very proud of inspecting the department store. You know, the big one on Old Main Street. Every foot of electrical, fire sprinklers, alarm system, everything. He'd say he was the only thing keeping half the buildings in town from burning down. Electrical fires are no joke.
Regardez, hein, j'arrive. Ok. Nous voilà dans la maison. Alors, tant que je fais de l'exploration, hein. Petite canette.
No! Why isn't this in the fridge getting cold? Come on, Mom.
Tomate.
I've gotta take more pics with Francine this year. We're so cute! Maybe I should start carrying a camera around. Who are these people? Mom's friends?
Dommage qu'il a pas poussé pour qu'on puisse la boire.
We did our best, but the results were... Ugh. Wow, was this taken right here? Cool. That's Grandpa?
Mm-hmm. Probably only a year before he died.
Of a heart attack?
Yeah, very sudden. But I guess that's how heart attacks are.
Aspirateur portable, j'en avais un quand j'étais jeune, putain. Mais j'étais tout petit, je me rappelle.
Ugh, Mom. Please quit already. What? No one bought this masterpiece? I'm downright offended. I made this when I was, what, 4?
At Frankenmuth.
Yeah, at that pottery demonstration they did. They'd call little kids up from the audience and show them how to do it. I was so excited. I was jumping up and down, waving my hand, because I knew that Grandma likes pots.
She kept it up on this display shelf with all her other pieces all those years since you gave it to her. Oh, honey.
It's okay. I think I'm gonna hold on to it. Grandma held on to it all this time. She wouldn't have wanted me to throw it away.
En fait, on déménage à la maison de mamie. Ça doit être ça.
Wow. A few pieces of pottery that my mom collected from around the world are still here. I'm surprised they didn't all sell. I think this one is from South America, not sure which country. And this one's Japanese.
I've never even left the country. Why haven't we ever gone anywhere cool?
Niagara Falls isn't cool.
It isn't Japan.
Well, it's a lot easier to drive to Niagara Falls than Japan. Cheaper, too.
But wouldn't it be fun? Me and you, an intercontinental mother-daughter adventure?
Maybe an intra-continental adventure.
I'm thinking of a certain place. Somewhere warm and southwestern. Somewhere where, say, my own father currently resides.
Listen, we've discussed this. We're not going to Nevada to visit Penn. It's not gonna happen.
Well, what if I just went by myself?
By yourself? No way. It's a bad idea.
How come?
There's a bunch of reasons.
Like...
Like, I said so, and I'm your mother?
Did Grandma start dressing like this after you moved out of the house?
Mm-hmm. After my father passed, my mother, well...
Turned into a hippie.
a bit of a free spirit, let's say.
Doesn't look like that rubbed off on August much.
I think it might have. To push her in the opposite direction.
Ah, attendez, je mets ma tablette en charge parce qu'elle commence à me péter les couilles. Oh là là, vivement que je change de matériel, putain.
What's this thingy? Maybe to smooth out the surface so there's no bumps? Is this...
Some of the last pottery your grandmother made. Yep. After her fine motor skills started to go.
It's still kind of beautiful. I miss her a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Ah non. Ok, c'est quand il y a un objet qui bloque.
Oh, good. Some of Grandma's pottery didn't get sold. I loved watching her at the potter's wheel when I was little. Had she been doing pottery her whole life?
Honestly, I think it's something else she picked up after my dad passed.
Like the advice column?
No, she was doing that since I was a kid.
Did Grandma... Was she ever with anyone else after Grandpa died?
Whoa, where did this come from?
Well, she just seems so vivacious. You'd think some man would be interested.
Yeah, no, not that I know of.
Oh, how did this end up down here?
Huh. Must have been in a drawer of something that got sold.
This is from one of the first digs Dad and I went on.
It was kind of adorable how excited you both got about going on those digs.
I remember being so sure that we would actually find bootlegger gold. Or at least a clue about it.
Your dad. Well, at the very least, he certainly had a way of firing up your imagination. I'll give him that.
Ok, bon bah je pense que j'ai fait le tour. C'était des champs. Ah.
Oh, hey. It's August. Ugh, exhausted. The state sale was a lot. But that's easy for you to say. Yeah, I remember. And the answer is still no. Well... The what? Oh, right. Right. Sorry, it hasn't exactly been at the front of my mind. Yeah, it's around here, somewhere. No, it's fine. Okay. Love you. Bye. Unbelievable.
What did she say?
Nothing helpful.
Is she still not gonna help us with the house?
No. She was just calling to ask me to find some book of hers.
Any idea where it could be?
It must be upstairs somewhere, in your grandma's things. It has a red and black cover, white block lettering. I'll know it when I see it.
Okay, let's go.
Ok, on va aller chercher ça. Ok. Sympa, on boit dehors. Hey. Pas mal.
Hey, Ma! Actually, maybe I should just put this back. I am the very model of a modern major general. La 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 da 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 mineral.
Ça me fait penser à Shenmue. Ah, bah. Ah, ça c'est un truc pour ouvrir le grenier.
What's this?
Oh, it's a hook pole thing to pull down the hatch to the attic.
Could August's book be up in the attic? With Grandma's things?
Could be.
Alright. We can go up there, but... you go first.
Bon, alors ici il n'y a rien de... Généralement ça se trouve dans le couloir. Ouais, voilà, c'est ici. Mais avant, je vais regarder. On va fouiller les tas de pièces. Chambre.
Guess we can get rid of these.
Le roulant, elle était AG1. Elle était...
Want to know something? Your grandmother didn't write this. I did.
You did? That's cool.
Well, the circumstances weren't cool.
No, but...
It was actually really hard. I needed a lot of help from our editor. But I got it done.
I'm sure all her readers appreciated it.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody bought Grandma's old writing desk?
And her typewriter. He said he was an advice columnist too, and wanted to use them for his writing. He said your grandmother was a real inspiration. He left a very nice note.
And a lot of money?
Well, It was just an old desk.
But it had sentimental value.
For us, maybe.
And for him, obviously. Can I see the note?
Sure.
Well, okay. I guess it's alright that he got it.
Glad you approve. Okay, come on up!
Damn, it's dusty. Now, where's that book? Okay, well, this is just creepy stuff. Why are these up here?
You'd rather they were downstairs?
Good point. Oh, Grandpa Leo was a bowler? He and Dad have that in common.
What do you mean?
Dad loves bowling,
No, he doesn't.
but he's always wearing those bowling shirts. Didn't he used to be in a league or something?
Honey, he just thinks those shirts make him look hip.
Bowling shirts? He's right, they are hip. Hip and cool, like a guy in a ska band would wear or something.
Ska?
It's, it's this music that cool kids at school like. It has, like, trumpets and stuff in it. And the guys wear fedoras and sunglasses and dress shoes and stuff. And I think, like, bowling shirts. Like Dad. Ska is cool like Dad.
I see. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Whoa.
Robe de mariée?
Grandma's wedding dress?
I wore it on my wedding day, too. And you can wear it when you get married.
Definitely.
I knew you would.
Well, you didn't know.
Oh, I knew. I've always thought this was such a beautiful dress, and I'd always wanted to hand it down to you. Like your grandmother handed it down to me.
Those sound like you reasons.
Well, you just said you definitely want to wear it for your wedding, so I guess they're you reasons, too. What?
Mom, do you ever think that maybe sometimes I just say things I know you want me to say?
So you don't want to wear the dress?
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna get married.
Well,
I just...
In the future, please don't patronize me. I don't want you to tell me something just because you think it's what I want to hear. You're better than that.
Better than that? I just... If I don't say what you want me to say, you don't take no for an answer.
So when I asked if you wanted your grandmother's wedding dress, you said yes, but you meant no. I understand. You were just telling me what I wanted to hear. You don't want the dress.
Oh, mais
I
je la
get
veux
it.
la robe.
I mean... But it's a nice dress. It meant a lot to Grandma. And to you. Isn't that enough?
Oui, là.
What's under here?
Here, let me grab that. I'll put it up here to look through. Yeah, there's a bunch of old stuff in here. But,
Mom?
hold on, it might still be here somewhere.
There's something...
Here it is.
Oh là là, c'est
Maybe
quoi
if your
ça?
dad had read this, he wouldn't have stopped working at the video store.
Mom!
Première
What's in
cache des
there?
trucs bizarres, visiblement. Une balise bizarre dans un compartiment secret dans le grenier. Est-ce que mamie Hélène l'a cachée? Pourquoi? On trouvera peut-être des réponses à l'intérieur. Oh oui. Ah. Et je fais comment pour m'abaisser? Pas m'abaisser, donc ça risque pas que j'aille à l'intérieur. Ah, ok, d'accord. Excusez-moi, non, mais je suis trop bête.
This is just some junk from the old summer house.
Your family had a summer house?
Well, it was more of a cottage, I guess. We spent the summers up there for a long time.
And you've never taken me to visit?
Well, I haven't been there since I was your age. We just stopped going one summer. The summer after my dad died. I think there were just too many memories there.
Oh my god.
What?
Aren't you seeing it?
Seeing what?
Right here! Behind them? That's a freshly covered hole.
Uh-huh.
It's obviously the location of the buried bootlegger gold.
In our backyard, you mean?
Indubitably.
Lady probably buried a bone there.
Dogs don't really do that. Only cartoon dogs do that.
Only cartoon dogs bury bones, but real-life bootleggers bury gold in people's backyards? In 1968?
It was a different time, Mother.
Sure.
Et c'est vrai qu'on voit un trou là-bas. Alors le trou il serait juste à côté de la verrière, ouais. D'accord. Donne. Une de mes filles m'a récemment choqué. Elle s'est mariée apparemment, elle a bousé son petit ami de l'université dans mon dos. Oh. On parle de ma mère là.
Did Grandma write these?
During the last summer we visited the cottage.
Was she okay?
Looks like her editor didn't think she was. It was only a year after my father died. I think Millie was still figuring things out, too.
It must have been hard.
I'm sure it was. They'd been married 20 years?
I meant for you.
Oh, right. I mostly just tried not to think about it.
That doesn't seem very healthy.
It got me through.
Weird little rocks.
Ah, these little stones were from the stream near the summer house.
You painted them?
Me in August. The rocks from the stream were so smooth, but I forget why we painted them.
You were really that bored, huh?
There weren't many TV channels back then.
Tragic. Grandma's sunglasses? Vintage. Can I keep them?
You think they're your style?
Yeah.
Sure. Just be careful with them.
I'll guard them with my life.
Le fameux camping-car Bob Cool. Qui la camionnette?
Funky van.
I did love that van. The engine died for good while we were visiting the summer home, and so I just turned it into my bedroom after that.
You slept in a broken down van?
Well, the summer house was small, and I always had to share a bedroom with August. When I realized I could have my own space just by sleeping out in the van, it was a no-brainer.
Did you, like, redo it to be like a bedroom inside?
Yeah. Your grandfather pulled the seats out for me, and I set up a little bed frame with a mattress and all sorts of posters and pillows and shelves and things like that.
Wow, that's actually cool. Could I do that? With our car?
No!
Notre cambriolage. Ce rythme fut perpétré par un seul et même groupe organisé. Une fois encore, aucun signe d'effraction. Presque tous les bijoux de valeur ont été dérobés pour une valeur totale de près de 100 000 $.
Whoa. There was a crime spree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, department stores and fancy clothing shops. Places kept getting robbed. The police couldn't figure out how the crooks were pulling it off. It went on for, well, I mean, it felt like months.
So what happened? Did they get caught?
Now that, I don't remember.
Well, whoever this guy was, it sure seems like he and Grandma had something pretty intense going on. Was Grandma Helen... planning to run off with this guy?
No! Not the Helen I knew.
Intrigue. Grandma, what were you up to? Grandma's diary? Should we?
Oh, I don't think we should really...
Oh, Grandma wouldn't have cared. I'm dead. What difference does it make to me? I can hear her saying it now.
(968). Oui.
What is this? So, Grandma and this guy were definitely together before Grandpa died? And they were gonna run away together? You never heard about this?
No, this is...
And what is this key to? Why is it hidden in here?
something at the summer home, I assume?
Okay, well, now we've gotta go check the old place out. Maybe we'll find that bootlegger gold?
Oh, not this again.
And to see if we can figure out what really happened with Grandma Helen and the mystery man. Don't you want to know?
I don't know, Tess. We still have so much to do around here.
Come on. It'll be fun. An adventure.
I still need to call Tina at the theater and finish cleaning out the fridge.
Come on. We never get to do stuff together. You spend all your time at the theater, and I spend all my time in school. When was the last time we were able to do something? To talk?
Well...
You do want to know, don't you? I can see it, Mom. I can see it in your face.
Oh, God. You know, a little change of scenery would be nice.
Ha, that's the spirit.
We could spare a weekend before we have to move for a little road trip, right? To tie up some loose ends.
Right.
And some of those little towns along the way are great for antiquing.
Yeah, sure.
All right, it's a deal. Let's
Ok.
hit the road and see what
Prenons
we
la
find.
route et voyons ce qui se passe.
We could really use a break from all this, even if it's just for a weekend. Pack your overnight bag.
Yes!
Ah.
And bring your homework. I don't need you falling behind at school. Do you really think we're gonna find buried gold at your grandma's old summer home?
Well, no, not really. It's like Bigfoot. He's just fun to look for.
I see.
Like Nessie, like X-Files.
I don't remember that episode of X-Files.
The one where they look for buried gold?
Why would the FBI send them to look for buried gold?
The government's always looking for money.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, if I find it, you'll be the first to know. And then the government.
What about August's book?
We can FedEx it to her when we get back.
Okay. A road trip! This is gonna be great.
C'est parti pour le road trip. Nous sommes en route vers la maison de vacances secrète pour savoir ce qu'il en est de l'homme mystérieux de Mamie Hélène. Qui sait ce qu'on y trouvera. Enfin, on n'est pas encore arrivé. Et c'est pas mal, le développeur atteint le style du développeur, franchement, c'est... J'adore. Eh maman.
What highway are we on anyway?
Oh, this is the old two-lane north route. From before there was a freeway. It used to be the main route north, but now it's pretty off the beaten path. It's the way we always took to get up to the summer place when I was growing up, though. So I wanted to take it again.
It's nice out here. Peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Used to be a lot more cars on the road. and little shops and towns along the way. But with all the traffic going up the freeway now, everything kind of died off.
Avec le nord, retour en été, ouais. Et straight vers le sud en direction de Main Street. Ouais. J'espère que je vais pas devoir lui dire. Ah, les lunettes de soleil. Ah, c'est dommage, je peux pas les mettre. Il y a un message à Francine, on range le téléphone. Je vais pas leur envoyer de message, si jamais.
Is it okay if I turn on the radio?
I don't know how much signal we'll get, but yeah, sure. What are you doing back there? Are you gonna do your homework?
No. Reading in the car makes me carsick.
Then what are you messing with back there?
I don't know.
So stop it. It's not safe.
C'est vrai, c'est vrai. Parce que, maman.
When did you say the last time you were at this summer house was?
Oh, when I was, I guess, 15. Your age?
I'm 16.
I meant about your age.
So, like, 35 years ago?
And you say you're bad at math.
What was it like?
The summer house? I just always really liked it there. It was an escape.
From what?
Everything, I guess. School, town, same old. Every day just felt like it was hours when we were there.
So why did you stop going?
Oh, yeah, we stopped going as a family when I was your age, and then I went off to college, and then married your father.
Did Dad even know about this place? I can't imagine Dad passing up a free summer home where he could just hang out and do nothing all day.
So you're saying your father is lazy?
He's a man of leisure.
Is that what that phrase means?
What else would it mean? He likes relaxing.
He sure does. It's probably why I never mentioned it to him. Because I knew he would never have put in the work to actually fix it up so we could use it.
It needed a lot of work?
Well, not last I saw it, but being unoccupied for decades, out there in the middle of nowhere, it's gotta be falling apart.
Yeah, you're right. That sucks. I was hoping maybe we could fix it up.
And use it as a vacation home? We're about to be kicked out of our actual home. What would we need a vacation home for?
To live in?
To live in? Tess, I'm sorry, it's... You couldn't live there, and not year-round.
Why not?
Well, it doesn't have central heat, or even really insulation. It's a summer home, not a winter home.
Well, it's better than not having a home at all, isn't it?
Okay, you know, we're not gonna be homeless.
But we're getting kicked out of Grandma Helen's house. We don't have anywhere else to live.
We'll find a place.
What kind of place?
I don't know yet.
We're gonna be living in this car, aren't we?
No!
Just like when you lived in that van.
We can find an apartment.
How are you even going to pay for an apartment?
The theater company, you know...
I thought you said it was underwater.
Well, you know, it's not doing great, but...
Mom.
What?
We need money.
Believe me, Tess, I know.
If Dad was still here.
Excuse me?
He could help. Pay for things.
If your father and I were still together, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Well, have you asked Dad if he could send back some money? To help?
Absolutely not. He doesn't have the money.
But Dad moved out west. For work. What? Don't laugh at me.
I'm not. It's just... work. Sure.
It wasn't for work? Then what was it then? I think I deserve to know.
If he hasn't told you his side of the story, I'm not gonna step in and take that responsibility for him, like I always did. Your father left me in a hell of a situation. We made all these decisions together. Do you not understand that? We made decisions that depended on us both, you know, sticking around. I didn't plan for any of this. You idealize your father, you know that? And I just don't really want to talk about it right now.
Fine. Let's never talk about it. Let's never talk about anything important.
Je crois que j'ai entendu... Ouais,
Oh,
le téléphone.
the radio station went away.
Yeah, we're pretty far out here.
Maybe I'll see if I can find anything else.
Ouais. J'aimerais bien ma puce, mais mon argent est pas en liquide, tout est réinvesti au travail. Des sous pour vous aider. Donc que ça fasse couler mon entreprise, c'est bien. Le mec, il a une entreprise, tu vas me dire, il a pas genre 1000 balles à envoyer. Hein, mais t'es enculé.
Are you sending text messages to someone?
Yes? Yes, I am.
To who?
It's to whom, Mother? It was Dad.
Just getting his side of the story, huh?
No comment.
It's alright. Having a common enemy can help bring people together.
You're not my enemy. Or Dad's.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Well, it's not supposed to.
Faut que je sois gentil avec ma maman, hein, parce qu'elle a l'air un peu... Ah, on est arrivé dans la maison de vacances. L'ancienne maison de sa grand-mère.
Mom!
My God.
Are you okay?
I just didn't think it would still be here.
Mom, well, it is. And it looks to be surprisingly well preserved.
Well, it's not just like I remember it. A little more...
Rundown?
weathered than the last time I was here. But I guess I am too.
Want to start looking around?
Yeah.
Ce n'est pas exactement ce que j'imaginais quand maman m'a parlé d'une maison de vacances. Maman à l'intérieur. Et avec un peu de chance, des indices sur l'identité de l'homme mystérieux de Mamie Hélène. Alors si je me souviens bien, l'arbre il est là. Ça c'est là. Donc le trésor normalement il est soit enterré ici, soit là. Et on verra ça tout à l'heure. On va fouiller le... Ah si.
It's your funky van. And it's locked.
Gotta keep all the funky stuff in there secure.
Please tell me the keys are somewhere. I need to see what a lava lamp looks like after it just sits there mutating for 30 years.
They might have been... I can't remember.
Don't do this to me, Mother. I have to see how much tie-dye is in there. Please.
Oh, August was always trying to steal my keys so she could get in there and mess with my stuff. They're probably in her room.
Oh, the little criminal! All right, I'm on the case. The funky stuff is so close, I can taste it. Is this a trailer home?
It's a mobile home.
What did I just say?
They're not the same thing. A trailer home hooks up to the back of a truck and can be towed around. You can take it from place to place. A mobile home arrives on a trailer, like towed by a big truck.
Go on.
A mobile home doesn't have wheels.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, I will admit it took me a moment to untangle the nuances.
De là.
Is this... is this
C'est Lady.
lady?
There she is. Good girl.
The resemblance to August's portrait of her is uncanny. Those vacant eyes, the unhinged jaw. August really captured her malevolence.
Malevolence?
She looks like a sweet old dog, but it took August's artistic temperament to expose the darkness within. I love art. You used to roller skate?
Mm-hmm. At the drive-in on Main Street.
At the... Wait, why would you be roller skating at... Mom, were you a roller skating waitress? At a drive-in restaurant?
When we were here for the summer, yeah.
Like in the movies?
Yeah. It seems silly now. I mean, it was silly, but I was glad to have the distraction.
From what?
Well, it was the first time we'd come back for the summer since my father died.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I was probably kind of depressed. It was good to be up and moving around and not just sulking.
And bringing people burgers? On roller skates? In a little outfit?
Oh yeah, the whole 9.
Tell me there's a photo of this somewhere.
I don't know. Maybe?
Well, I've got a new objective.
Une photo de maman lorsqu'elle était serveuse en rouleur se cache. Ok.
Mom, you know what it sounds like. You had a Francine.
I guess I did.
I've never heard of Lori before. Are you still in touch with her?
It was short for Dolores. Maybe you've heard me talk about my old friend Dolores?
No, I don't think so.
We haven't spoken in years. One of those friends you have in high school and then college happens and, you know.
That'll probably happen with me and Francine. She wants to go to a theater program in New York. And then on to Broadway.
We'll tell her to stay in town. We can cast her at the Andromeda.
No offense, but Greenville is too small time for her.
So you don't think you'll stay in touch?
I mean, we'll talk on AIM and whatnot, but she'll be hanging out with all her cool new theater friends and going to the Empire State Building every day and whatever New York people do. And as soon as I have a little more work in my portfolio, I'm applying all over the place in Silicon Valley. Friendster, Blogster, all the stirs.
Monster?
Yes! Monster.com. That's how I'll find the job.
You know, while you work on your portfolio, you could get your degree right near home.
Mom, please, stop. We're in an abandoned mobile home right now. I don't want to argue about college.
Well then don't argue, just listen.
Why would I go to college and then apply for jobs when I could just skip the college and then apply for jobs right away? Cut out the middleman.
I think college is a little more than a middleman. But maybe you're right. This isn't the best place to have this discussion. Let's keep looking.
These have seen better days.
Yeah, it's a shame they've gotten so moth-eaten.
I meant when they were alive.
Right.
I think hunting is really rude. Like, leave the poor animals alone.
You know, people have been hunting animals since we lived in caves.
Right. Before there were supermarkets. Or shotguns. Hunt like a caveman, and maybe I'll give you a pass. Did Grandpa shoot these?
Mm-hmm. Well, the pheasant. I shot the deer.
Mom! That's messed up! You shot a deer? You killed Bambi's mom?
Tu as tué la
was
mère de
you?
Bambi.
Oh, damn. You know, deer and rabbits and things aren't cute cartoon characters in real life. Out here, they're actually pests.
Cute, innocent pests?
But pests all the same.
You were my age when you shot it?
Younger. Our father took us hunting during the summers when we'd stay out here. Well, mostly just me. I always did all right with hunting. I could kind of, what's the word? Compartmentalize it? I don't think August could, though. I only saw her fire a gun once. A little .22 hunting rifle. She
Little
didn't
rifle.
want to, but my dad wouldn't let her give up. He said we weren't heading back until August took her shot. So she aimed and fired and missed. The deer ran off, and August cried all the way home. That was August's first and last hunting trip.
Bon,
Our
j'adore
father
comme jeu,
didn't have much patience for that
il
kind
est
of,
sympa. Hein. Belle
he had a
petite
real
histoire.
thing for, you know, not letting your emotions get in the way.
Maybe it's good to let your emotions get in the way sometimes. Maybe they're trying to tell you something.
Intéressant dans la cuisine, je pense. Boîte de crackers. Elle va trouver la photo de ma mère. Oh, il y a une clé. Vous êtes cordialement invité. Marc et Cindy.
Ooh, a little tiny key. What do you think it's for?
Probably unlocking something?
Ugh.
Maybe a desk drawer?
On a une toute petite clé. Je me demande ce qu'elle ouvre. Oui, carrément, lui.
Well, would you look at this? A postcard from the mystery man.
What was he running from?
The cops?
For what?
Stealing? Grandma's heart?
Okay, Tess.
À mon avis, ça va être beaucoup moins d'enfants. Bientôt. L'homme mystérieux, à mon avis. Je sais pas pourquoi, mais je sens qu'on va tomber dessus.
Nightshade?
It was because he could only come out at night. Or stay in the shade, as I remember it.
Okay, well that's spooky as hell.
August was just a kid. She needed someone to talk to.
Did it have to be a freaky imaginary friend who lurked in the shadows? I mean, what about you or Grandma Helen?
Well, I was a teenager. I don't think I was the most, I don't know, compassionate at that age. I had my own problems.
If I had a little sister and Dad died, I'd be there for her to talk to.
It's different. You don't know what having a little sister is like.
Are you trying to say you were justified in not helping your little sister when she was grieving after her father died?
I helped. I did. I mean, we were all there for each other, but I could have used more help too. I don't think I had anything left to give. So August made a new friend for herself, one who would always listen.
Ah. Voyage le long des routes et petites routes à la recherche de l'endroit parfait. Un peu en retrait où personne ne penserait à chercher. Avec de l'espace et idéalement près de l'eau. Je sais que tu as toujours voulu ça. Je trouverai bientôt quelque chose, un peu de patience et ne dis rien.
Aha! They were really gonna run away together, huh?
He thought so anyway. Whoever he was.
Why do you think Grandma decided not to run off with him?
Well, maybe she just came to her senses. She could have gotten swept up in all the emotions and everything after Father died, and then, when the time came, she thought better of it.
Maybe. Or... maybe something super messed up happened.
Like what?
Okay. He was driving on these secluded back roads and whatnot, and he picks up a hitchhiker. And the hitchhiker gets in, and he asks him where he's headed. And the hitchhiker says, "All the way to the end of the line, man." And the hitchhiker's just staring off into the distance like he's lost at some faraway place. And then all of a sudden, with no warning, he pulls out this huge rusty Bowie knife.
It's actually pronounced Bowie.
What? No, it's like the last name, like David Bowie.
Different last name. Bowie.
Are you just messing with me?
No, that's how it's pronounced.
Okay, well, anyway, maybe this guy got killed by a crazy hitchhiker, that's all I'm saying.
Well, that would be super messed up.
Grotte de Meramek. Planque de Jexem. Ok. La grotte de Meramek. Ça, faut que je m'en souvienne, parce qu'à mon avis... Ok. Oh, il y a le fusil. Oh, une petite police. C'est la plus à ma mère.
Oh, look at this big pink guy.
Kurt won that from me. At the fair.
Kurt?
We met at the drive-in diner.
You had a summer fling? Was he cute?
I thought he was very handsome. And he rode a motorcycle.
Oh my god, a bad boy?
Les garçons.
Did you roller skate his order out to him on his motorcycle? How did that work?
He parked the motorcycle and sat at a table inside.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Sorry, getting caught up on the details here, but tell me more about Kurt!
Honestly, I fell for him pretty hard that summer. It was pretty,
Cool? On his motorcycle?
He was very romantic.
Oh, no.
No, not like that. Well, a little like that.
Oh, no. So, what happened? Did you break up with him, or...
I don't remember. It was just a summer thing, it doesn't really matter.
Wow. Did I hit a nerve?
Hey, maybe we should keep looking around for more relevant things.
Ou attends. Ouais. Regarde parce que je cherche la photo. Pas trouvé la photo, hein.
Sheesh, what happened here?
Looks like the wall gave way. Water damage, I guess.
What is this thing?
It's the water heater.
Oh, that's why you said water damage. I get it, I'm following along. Well, it's not going anywhere now. Can we climb over it?
No! God, look at all that rusty metal.
I'm up on my tetanus shots, aren't I?
We're not risking it.
Well, what's that thingy back there?
It's a maintenance hatch? For getting down into the crawl space under the house.
Is there any other way into the crawl space?
I think there's a way to get in from around the back. Why are you acting so excited?
Ok.
Well, if we could get into the crawl space, we could climb back up out of that hatch and get over to that side of the mobile home to find more stuff.
I'm not sure why you're using the plural here.
And also, I really want to see if there's any cool, creepy stuff under there. Like a skeleton.
Listen, you can give it a peek if you want, but there is no way I'm crawling under there with you. You're on your own.
Hey, no problem. More cool, creepy stuff for me.
Ok. Un pichou chauffe d'eau est passé à travers le mur, on ne peut pas le contourner. Mais il y a une trappe bizarre dans le sol. Je pourrais peut-être aller sous la maison et passer par là. Il y a un accès au vide sanitaire à l'arrière. Dernière fois. S'il n'y a pas une photo... Non, non, je vois pas de photo. Avant de partir. À mon avis, elle doit être dans le van. Y a pas des petites inscriptions d'amour sur l'arbre? Non. Et à l'arrière, ok, mais ouais. Je pensais que c'était par en dessous de la maison, mais... Ah, qu'est-ce qu'on est bien au Kansas?
It's out there. Somewhere. That buried bootleg
Ah non,
of
c'est dans le
gold.
Michigan, on est dans le Michigan.
Uh-huh. Bigfoot too, I hear.
Do you think he found the gold already?
What makes you so sure Bigfoot's a he?
Oh, I love it. Equal opportunity cryptids. Very forward thinking.
It's 2003, Tess. Anyone can be a Bigfoot.
Ah, voilà.
So, this is how we get into the crawl space?
You keep saying we.
So, this is how intrepid people with an innate sense of curiosity get into the crawl space?
Among other personality traits, yes.
Fine then. I'll go it alone. You're probably too frail to get in here anyway. Those creaky knees of yours.
Wow. Okay, into the filthy crawl space you go.
See you on the other side.
Ça me fait penser à Life is Strange ou non, Captain Spirit. Je crois que c'est dans... Ah non, c'est dans les jumeaux. Ouais, l'autre là qui avait tué leur mère. Twin Miroir, je crois, hein, ou non, je sais plus c'est quel jeu. Même on est sur un bateau, tout ça, c'est un jeu de Microsoft, c'est ah je sais plus le titre. Ah Tell Me Why, voilà. C'est Tell Me Why. Qu'on passe en dessous. Oh, il y a une photo là. Ça doit être la photo de ma maman. Je peux pas aller plus vite, hein, donc.
Ooh, this is good. Mom's gotta see this. Oh, cool.
Bon alors attendez, la trappe elle est où là? C'est bien beau mais... ah elle est là.
Mom, I found a way in. Hang on, I'll open the back door. Hey, Mom? I found something. Look, look!
Another letter.
He wanted to live with Grandma on a boat. Maybe we can figure out where the boat was by looking at the photo.
It looks like, well, it looks like a boat.
A houseboat.
Péniche, qu'est-ce que je kifferais pouvoir
Can't
vivre
see
sur une
much of the
péniche.
surrounding area.
It's near
Ah,
trees? Maybe we can look for some of those.
A place in Canada with trees. That narrows it down.
en 2 heures de route.
What's this about?
Oh, that was the town where Kurt lived. You know, we were a summer thing, but we were planning on how we could keep seeing each other once we both went home after the summer. I guess I was feeling pretty lost. I latched onto him and held on tight. He became my plan for how I would be okay.
And that didn't work out?
Yeah, like these things often do.
So how'd you end up with Dad?
Sorry?
Well, you didn't end up with Kurt. How'd you end up with Dad?
Oh, it was a lot of years later that I met your dad. After college, I moved back to Greenville for my bookkeeping job. It was actually when I was in one of the first plays I performed in at the Andromeda. Your dad was in the audience. He hung around outside the stage door after the show and he flagged me down. He said there was a problem with the production. He was so distracted by my beauty that he couldn't pay attention to anything else going on in the play.
Aw, that's so romantic. It's like something out of a rom-com.
I found it endearing at the time. He was very persistent.
Was Dad big into local theater?
No. He told me later that he'd actually been at the play on a date with someone else. He told her he needed to head home, then hung around the theater to talk to me.
Wow. Bold. Did you find that endearing?
I guess at the time I found it flattering. And a little funny. I should have realized it was a red flag.
Wait, are you saying Dad cheated on you?
Oh, God, no. No. Just, You know, it's a sleazy move.
So, not the kind of thing Kurt would have done?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you remember... Well, did it seem like Grandma wanted to...
Leave my father? I mean... I guess when I was around your age, I started wondering why they were together in the first place. They didn't seem to...
make sense together?
Yeah.
Huh. I remember when I started wondering that about you and Dad. Why you were together. You're both so different. Did you used to have more in common?
Well... When you're together at first, everything about each other is new. It can cover up a lot of things. But when you get used to each other, that's when it can be hard. But sometimes, you know, by that point, it's too late.
Too late. Because you have a kid?
Well, that can be one factor.
So you think you and Dad would have split up a lot sooner if I wasn't around? Well, I'm sorry I held everything up, okay? Maybe you would have been happier if you hadn't been stuck with Dad for so long.
Honey, that's not how it is. It's not as simple as that, and it's not because of you. There's a lot more to it. We'll talk about it someday.
When's someday?
Not today.
Then when?
Not today. Go mechanics! Oh man, I forgot that August had this. I let her keep it when I moved into the van.
But August didn't even go to Fort State.
She almost did. We were both so excited to, growing up. Don't you remember Grandma talking about how
Ah,
much she loved
Auguste,
it?
c'est une femme.
I remember her talking about how sexist it was.
Yeah, well, everything was sexist back
Un
then.
prénom d'homme,
But we're a
Auguste.
Ford State family. You'll be a triple legacy.
Yeah, I guess.
It'll be so exciting. Oh man, you're gonna love it. Eating lunch at Ford Hall, doing all-nighters in the library. Oh, there was this time when Lucy and I broke into the art building after hours.
I don't even know if I want to go to college.
What do you mean you don't know if you want to go to college? Of course you're going.
I can make my own choices.
What kind of choice is that? To be broke?
I'm not gonna be broke. I've been working really hard on my design business. And August didn't go to college.
August was lucky. She's talented, but she's also lucky.
When I'm 18.
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's not a discussion.
Fine. Well, howdy there. What's your name, buddy?
Oh, une planche de Ouija.
Oh my god, Aunt August. I have so many questions. I mean, fair enough. You gotta go along to get along.
Oh, that's not what this is. She's telling her to act her age, not conform.
Isn't that the same thing?
Of course not.
What happens if you don't look out and meet friends who you get along with perfectly? I feel like there are people for everyone, but what if you never meet them? Ships in the night.
Most people meet them later in life. Meeting a good friend in grade school is incredibly lucky.
But what does someone like that do? Just have no friends? Get bullied by a bunch of twerps? Grandma just wanted her to have friends. Don't act like you didn't buy me hush puppies in 7th grade.
You said you wanted those.
I wanted them because I wanted to have friends, not because I thought they were cute.
That's terrible. Those were expensive.
So what? So you compromise a little aesthetically and you can maintain your interior, individuality. You know what I mean? Clothes are the most boring form of expression. What am I gonna do? Get a nose ring to be different so I can look like every other person with a nose ring?
You are a very strange teenager, Tess.
See? I've maintained my individuality.
Oh. Doc, ok, alors c'est devant la niche du chien. Niche, maison, vélum, camionnette, arbre, jardin, clôture.
I knew it!
Knew what?
This map could only be the directions to the lost bootlegger gold.
Tess, this was clearly drawn by a child.
Perhaps it was a particularly childlike bootlegger.
Seems more like August to me.
Looks like she was just playing buried treasure. Do you think there'd be anything there to dig up that was left behind? It'd be like a time capsule.
Maybe she was gonna come back for it later. It was her first investment.
She got started early. I don't know. Let's just go see what it is.
Ouais, mais avant on va continuer un peu à fouiller. J'ai trouvé une carte au trésor dans la chambre d'Auguste. Est-ce que ce serait le fameux or des contrebandiers? Sûrement pas. Mais ça pourrait être. Et de la niche. Pas trouvé la photo. Hein. C'est triste.
Poor kid.
Faisait harceler sa
Did she get made fun of a
petite
lot?
sœur.
At school and stuff?
I think she got picked on when she was little, but she toughened up. I guess right around this age, when we came back from our last summer trip.
What changed?
I don't know.
Oh, how fun! Wait, did they not get to use these? Aha! This must be the key to the van! No video games back then, I guess. Poor, deprived kids.
Regardez. Ouais, pas l'air d'avoir de...
What's in here?
That was my mom and dad's room. Well, just my mom's room last we were here.
Well, dang it, that door's stuck.
I think... Look, we could twist the latch open if... I think I could get this open with a flathead screwdriver.
Awesome. Where's one of those?
Oh, I had a little toolkit in the glove box of my van.
Nice.
Ok, ok, ça on va faire ça après. Ah, voilà la photo. Ouh, sexy.
Yes! It's here! It's really here! Photographic evidence of your roller skating waitress phase. I love it. You're cute!
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, please, Mom, stop. You were cute then, and you're, hot mom now.
What?
According to the boys at school, you are my hot mom. You didn't know about this?
No! I am not.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's great having all the boys at school talking about how hot your mom is. It's great. Regardless, this photo of you is real neat, and I think we should keep it.
Sure. Why not?
Ah, c'est fait.
Precious stone? This was to you?
Subtle, right? My mother was against me and Kurt being together from the start. To be fair, I would go off to who knows where with him and sometimes not come back till the morning. Now I understand how worried she must have been as a mother.
You were a bad kid? Do you ever thank your lucky stars I'm not a bad kid?
I don't know. You and Francine can stay up pretty late.
Playing The Sims and eating pizza rolls.
Yeah, you kids are wild these days.
Alors déjà là, il y avait un trésor ici. Est-ce que je peux creuser direct?
You ready to unearth this mystery?
You are really getting into the mess on this trip. Crawling through old crawl spaces, digging in the dirt.
It's for the sake of the adventure, Mom.
Don't let me stop you.
Ah, la cravate. Trop mignon.
So this is where August buried her feelings.
Mom! Come on, it's sad. What?
I don't know. Maybe we should keep it. Maybe August would want it.
I think so too.
We can just put it in the car.
Welcome back, Nightshade.
Finalement, le vrai trésor, ce sont les amis que l'on se fait sur le chemin. Non, ah, je m'en vais un peu d'y avoir tout. Ah oui, mais bon, comme ça serait resté là.
Did you do these with Grandma?
No, August did. I never had a green thumb. She loved helping my mother in the garden.
Really?
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. Can you picture August getting her hands dirty out in the garden now?
I guess not. But if my mother was ever out in the garden, she was out there with her, helping the best she could. I remember one year, maybe when she was 6, she started crying so hard when it came time to pick the berries and vegetables. But the plants worked so hard growing them. You can't just take them.
Aw. Well, now I feel bad for the plants.
She was a sensitive kid.
So am I. So what happened?
Hmm?
To August. She doesn't seem so sensitive now.
Oh. Life happened, I guess.
Oh, it's everything I'd imagined. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar, a concerning scent of mold?
I mean, what do you expect? It's been under this carport for 30 years. That's why I'm not coming inside.
Okay, I'll just look around and get out. It is kind of gross in here.
You're just looking for the screwdriver, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Don't get too nosy, all right?
All right, all right. But look at all this stuff. Wow. Mom was even into theater back then. Huh. Wow. Brutal, Lori. Brutal. But kind of fair. Ah, alas. Not so groovy anymore. Holy shit.
How was the stuff? Funky as you'd hoped?
Well, I found, this. You guys didn't just drift apart at the end of the summer, did you?
No. I came to work at the diner one night, and they said someone had left a note for me. And it was this stupid thing.
That sucks, Mom.
I just felt like such an idiot. I'd put all my energy into plans, planning how we'd be able to stay together, planning how our life was gonna be, planning how he'd be the answer for how I was gonna be okay. And then one day, this. I don't know if I've ever cried as much as I did for the week after I got this.
He seems like an asshole.
Hey, language.
Sorry.
In this case, it's okay. There was a lesson I should have learned that summer. You can't rely on other people.
What?
If you put your trust in other people, if you expect them to be there for you, one day they won't be.
No, you're right. I mean, eventually every relationship ends, right? Even with Grandma, right?
Well, I mean more... No, not so much. I will always be there for you. You know that, right? Like we were there for Grandma.
Uh-huh.
But with someone you voluntarily put yourself into a relationship with, like a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, it's different.
Are you... You're making it sound like... Are you saying Dad left you? I thought you said you both agreed to get divorced.
Well, either way, he's not here, is he?
Mom, what happened? With you and Dad splitting up? He always makes it sound like you wanted him to leave, but...
He does?
I mean,
If he's telling you I wanted this, See? This is why you need to be okay on your own. If you're fine on your own, when they leave, you don't have to feel this way. Remember that.
Well... I've got the screwdriver.
Good. That's good.
On est dans la maison. Maintenant que j'ai le tournevis, je peux ouvrir la porte.
Ah, door, we meet again. But this time, I'm ready for you.
Hey, good work.
Thanks, Mom. Freaky. Yet, appealing. Oh, Grandma. Would you have loved living on a boat?
I don't think so. I wonder what age he thought I was. He couldn't have thought a teenage girl would want to... Wait. I hadn't even thought of that. My mother was just gonna take me and August, and we were all gonna run off to Canada? I mean, of course she wasn't just gonna leave us behind, but...
Sounds like Grandma had some big plans worked up.
Well, look, he said she started having cold feet. And she must have written him back and said she wasn't sure if she could come after all.
You think she realized that maybe her kids wouldn't have been so happy moving onto a boat with some random man in Canada? Can I start calling him Canada Man?
You can call him whatever you want. This is so strange.
Love makes you do crazy things.
Love or grief?
Both?
Ah, my mom loved this desk. I remember when she brought it home from the flea market.
Jeez, how many desks did Grandma have?
Kind of a lot, I guess. I mean, she was a writer. She liked to move around.
Well, let's see what she was hiding in here. Ugh, it's locked. This gives me an idea. The little key? From Grandma's diary?
Right.
What's that?
What? I'm sorry. What?
What does he mean? When he says those are his kids?
I...
Was Grandpa Leo not your real dad? Could that have been why he was trying to run away with you and August and Grandma Helen?
I can't even imagine.
Look, Mom. Look. This one. This note. It has a return address. Pierre Lautrec. Box 9, Hop 2 Lake, Carndale, Ontario. We should go check it out.
What? No.
No, but...
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada based on some return address from over 30 years ago. We have the rest of the house to pack up, and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should have done sooner, and...
Mom, stop. This is your father we're talking about here. It's about who you really are. It's about who I really am. Was my grandfather really my grandfather? Who was this guy? Who are we? These are big questions, Mom, and you're just gonna turn around and drive home?
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not doing this because of your sterling rhetorical skills. You didn't win this one. I just happen to agree with you. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why she never told me about it, and who my real father is. And if we go check out this address, we might find nothing. But we might find something. So if one more day of driving is all it takes to find out one way or the other...
Then why not, right?
Right.
Glad I could convince you.
No, you just happen to be right.
Exactly. Glad you came around to see things my way in the end. Okay, should we get going? It's getting dark.
Yeah. Let's find somewhere to stay for the night.
Oh, mais
We'll
attendez,
look
mais
up
je peux pas partir
directions,
maintenant.
get back on the road in the morning.
Hotel night. We're getting room service. Thank you, Mom. Best weekend ever.
But we didn't find that hidden fortune you were so excited about.
Yeah. Maybe it's on the other side of the border.
Maybe. Come on, let's get out of here.
Vous voulez rester, moi? Ah, je peux. On a fait le tour. Hein. Non, parce que, attends, il y avait bien une carte. Ah oui, la carte avec l'emplacement. C'était pas où qu'il y avait la niche. Oh, stylé.
All right. Time to order that room service.
This is not the kind of place that has a room service. I'm sorry.
What?
Hotels do room service. This is a motel.
Just like the summer place was a mobile home and not a trailer.
Right. But the other way around. But there's a restaurant and lounge right next door, though. I'm gonna head down there and get us dinner, okay? And I'm going to have a cocktail while I wait. It's been a long day. I'll be back with something to eat soon.
Well, all right. That's almost like room service.
What do you want to eat?
Oh. Burger?
Burger it is. Do your homework.
Mon sac avec moi. Maman, que je fasse mes devoirs. Enfin, il n'y a pas grand chose d'autre. Bon, et ben, c'est la fin du stream, ça ira bien pour cet épisode-là. N'hésitez pas à vous abonner si vous voulez voir la suite, hein, comme d'habitude. Allez, bye bye.